Hello and welcome to episode 443 in the command block only tutorial series. We're going to be remaking the spacesuit that we made in the datapack. With Spencer said, can we do it with command block only? Well, we're not going to make the oxygen tank, but we can do quite a bit of the rest. So what we're going to end up with is a suit we can put on, and we'll lose oxygen, but it will protect us in space. So let's make a start. I think we'll start with some scoreboards. We'll call you setup. Okay, we're going to need the scoreboard to store our oxygen level. I'll call this ID oxygen. It will be a dummy. Done. Do I need a timer? I don't think you need a timer because I'm going to use predicates. Let's set some defaults. Chain always active. Well, we need to set an oxygen level to 0 to start with, so I'll set my oxygen level to 0. Scoreboard players set ID. Well, it's not going to show up because we haven't pressed the button yet. Set it to 0. Well, let's set it to 200. And let's make sure we spell the things the same way. Done. And actually, let's press that button. And then we're going to do scoreboard players set. We need a fake player. ID player max oxygen. How much oxygen can the player store? 6,000. I'm going to copy that. Copy. Put that in. Player max oxygen. This one's going to be called modified, and I'm just going to take 21 off that 6,000. This is to stop a sound when we're recharging. You'll see later. So 215979. Done. And I'm going to set how fast does the player recharge their oxygen. So charger player rate. ID oxygen, and let's give them 300 at a time. Okay, so let's set that up. Done. Now let's give the player a suit. Give suit. First I'm going to give them the helmet. Well, the helmet's actually going to be a player head, so give that P player head Minecraft custom name equals 2 apostrophes, speech marks, space suit helmet. We'll need custom data. This is the most important bit. Custom data equals spacesuit true. Actually, that shouldn't be an underline, that should be a colon. Okay, let's do a check. Why are you not happy already? You're not happy with me. Minecraft player head, custom name equals. Hey. Well, we started out well, haven't we? We're doing something simple. It's not that space, is it? It shouldn't be. No. Okay. Let's remove that custom name and see if it becomes happy. No. Well, let's just start that again. Player head, open and close, you're happy. Okay. Custom name equals. Okay, you're happy there. Spacesuit helmet, still happy. I don't know what I did there. Custom data equals spacesuit true. We'll need a profile because I'm going to use a head. Profile equals open and close. In the profile we'll have an ID, which will be a list of integers. I'll get that in a second. Also in the profile we'll have some properties, and in the properties, open and close, we'll have a name, and its name will be textures, and also after textures we'll have a value, and the value will go in there. Alright, we're going to copy that from the heads database, so we need the ID and we need this textures value. So if we pop over to the database, Minecraft heads database, I've already got my astronaut helmet, and here at the top we've got give code. Let's just make that bigger. So profile, there's the profile. I want everything inside those square brackets there. Let's copy that, take that back. That's going to go inside my square brackets. End, and I need a value, so let's go back, and I'm going to take everything inside at the end value, everything inside the speech marks. There we go, copy that. Let's go back and put that inside my speech marks. Done. Okay, now we've got the easier bits. Give at E.g IUN chest plate, open and close, item name equals spacesuit body. I'm still in the habit of putting curly brackets there. There we go, spacesuit body. We need the custom data as well. Custom data equals spacesuit true. Okay, done. Control middle mouse to copy the block and its command. Put 1, 2 more down. This one is going to be spacesuit. What are we going to call them? Spacesuit legs. And we'll need to give them leggings. And you know what this one's going to be? Spacesuit boots. Too many O's. Spacesuit boots. Iron boots. Done. Okay, let's clear those out. Let's give it a test. Certainly seem okay. Okay. Right. First thing, I wanted to check if the player is actually wearing the suit. So we're going to need a predicate for this. Well, we don't need a predicate, but it's going to be better. Tag player in suit. Oh, we'll fit on one line. Repeat. So actually, I better go and make the predicate. Well, yeah, let's make the predicate. Okay, off we go. Off to Miss Ode. Predicate. Predicates? Yes. Okay, so it's going to be entity properties. Yep. Which entity? This. Yep. Predicate is going to be an equipment check. Yep. Add one of them. For head, add that. Items, I suppose it doesn't really matter. We'll just say as long as it has predicates, custom data is a string, and as long as it is spacesuit true. Spacesuit true. Now, have you done it right? So here it's a little bit wrong. I need those brackets on the inside, but we'll edit that later. So that's the head. Let's add another one. Chest, add, predicates, custom data. Custom data is a string. Spacesuit true. Add another predicate for legs. Add predicates. custom data, add string, spacesuit true, and the little boots, let's add the boots as well, feet, add predicates, custom data, add string, boink. Okay, now can I edit this in here, because that will probably be, oh, I can, but it doesn't like it. Oh, it really doesn't like it. Let's not do that. In fact, I've completely broken the entire predicate, have I? It looks like it. Can I undo? Oh, I can undo. Okay, let's not edit it in here. Let's leave it as it is. So we're checking for spacesuit true on all the different parts of the equipment. Let's copy that. Whew, that was scary. Okay, off we go. First thing we'll do tag all players, tag equals in suit, remove in suit. We're done. Yep. And then grab myself one of them, put it down, and then we'll execute as all players whose tag equals not in suit if predicate. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to go back to misode because we're doing this with tabs. Now here on the settings we can change it to minified. There we go. It's all in one long line now. I've got a score in there by the look of it. Let's do tabs again. Scores equals. Did I click on score by mistake somewhere? Well, I don't need that scores bit. Can I just, let's try editing in here. We know what went wrong last time. Yeah, there we go. We'll take that scores out. Okay. And we'll put it back to minified. And we'll copy that. We'll go back. If predicate, we'll paste that in. And I need to change this spacesuit bit here. Take that off there. Put one on the front of the spacesuit. Spacesuit. Take that one off there. So all I've done is I've moved those speech marks from around the whole of the thing and just put them around spacesuit. Now we've got 4 of them, so let's find the others as well. There's one. Now what I've done there is clearly made a mistake. I've removed the wrong number of things. Okay, let's cancel that. That's not very good. Let's get a new copy. It is far too early in the morning for me. I'm so sorry. Execute as all players whose tag equals not in suit if predicate, paste it back in. Okay, take that speech mark off from around them and put it around spacesuit. We'll just do it the simple and slow way because my brain is not awake yet. Take it from around and put it around spacesuit. Keep going. Take it from around and put it around spacesuit. And last one. This is why you can see the data packs are a lot easier. This command is so much easier to edit if you're in a data pack. Spacesuit true. Put it around there, not there, there. Okay. So if you are wearing your spacesuit, then run tag add s, or is it tag s? Yes, tag s add in suit. Done. Turn that on. Okay. Tag at P, remove. I have no tags. Let's put on the spacesuit. I have the full suit on. Tag at P, remove. I have the in-suit tag. Okay. Let's take the suit off again, just to check. No tag. Go. So that knows when I've got the tag. Okay, so if I'm in the tag, let's do a few things. Now we could put this as all one long controller, but I'm just going to keep them separate just to make it a bit easier to see the commands in the description. Process player in suit. Now if the player is in the suit, they're wearing sort of that enclosed oxygen system, and we're going to remove oxygen from them. So execute as all players whose tag equals in suit, whose scores equals ID oxygen equals 1 or higher. Okay, well, we're not supposed to close that so early. There we go. Run scoreboard players remove at S ID oxygen 1. So that should be taking oxygen off me if I'm in the suit. Let's turn it on. Let's do a scoreboard objectives, set display to the sidebar, oxygen. Oxygen's not going down, put the suit on, oxygen's going down. Take the suit off, not going down, cool. Okay, next, if I've got no oxygen, I want to be damaged. We're going to use another predicate for this, so we'll have fun over in misode in a minute. Done. Let me copy this beginning bit. I'll show you what I've copied in a second. Execute as any player who is in the suit whose scores oxygen equals, well, equals 0 this time, equals 0. Run. Well, we'll take away the run and we'll put if predicate done. Okay, misode. Let's fight again. Let's get rid of that equipment check. Let's put it to tabbed version so we can see. Okay, what I want to be checking for is I want to be doing a periodic tick. I usually just write these myself sometimes. Usually sometimes there's a good use of there of frequency. Right, we want a periodic tick, so predicate. I'm going to periodic tick of, what should we do, 50? I think that's it. It's confusing me. Entity properties, this periodic tick of 50, so every 2.5 seconds. Yeah, let's minify that. Minified, let's copy it. Let's go back. Let's get in there. If predicate periodic tick of 50, run damage that player for 2, and we'll just use generic damage. Done. Okay, let's put on the spacesuit. Let's switch to survival or something. Should start damaged. Yeah, every 2.5 seconds. Seems about right. Okay, back to creative. I was going to heal myself, but I don't need to. Okay, so that's working. Let's take the suit off. Now, here comes the long commands. I think I'm going to do a bit of cut and pasting here. We'll write one ourselves and then I'll cut and paste the rest, but I will show you, and they will be in the description. Otherwise, it's going to add like 15 extra minutes to the video just typing out this command 10 times. We will execute as all players whose tag equals in suit, whose scores equals. Now the score I will be changing each time I do the command, but for now I'm just going to say 0. Well, I'd better say what score. Oxygen equals 0, and I'm going to run, and it's going to be a title for that player on their action bar. Okay, whoop, and I'm going to have one entry there, and I'm going to have another entry. First entry, we'll have some text, which will say oxygen, and I'm going to give that a color, and we'll make it dark aqua, I think is what we used in the other version. Why isn't it happy? Probably because we haven't put anything in that one yet. Yeah, it's just like, that's empty, put something in me. Okay, what's going in here? It will also be text, and it will also have a color. Now I copied some characters from the Windows character map. Let me just get a copy of one. It's a little splat. There we go. And I'm going to give that a color of red. Okay, done. So all the other commands, I'll show them to you in a second. But let's put the suit on. Now, I won't be taking damage because I'm in creative, but I should see oxygen splats. Okay, well, that's 1 splat. I want 10 of those splats. So copy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my oxygen. My oxygen is completely empty. Right. Now, if we pop over to this notepad file here. So we just did this line here. So you can see what we're going to do next is we're going to say, well, if their oxygen is between 1 and 599, then display a little symbol saying a full bit and 9 empty bits. And then it'll be, if your score is a little bit more, then 2 full bits, 8 empty bits. And score is higher, 3 full bits. You've got the idea. Now you can see typing all of those will take ages. So I'm just going to cut and paste that one. We'll get rid of that top one because we've done that one. Done that one. Let's take this one and cut it. Let's go back in here and we'll just get an empty box and put you in there. There we go. Then we'll go back and we'll cut the next one. X. Put an empty box. There we go. And we'll go back and we'll get the next one. Even this is going to take a while. Another advantage of data packs. Imagine if I wanted to cut and paste this over in a data pack. Done. Oh. The more I use data packs, the less I enjoy command blocks. But there is something about building things. I like designing in command blocks. It's sort of like the difference between reading a real book and reading like an electronic book on your phone or something. It's more tactile. It feels more, I don't know, it feels nicer. But your phone has 1,000 advantages because you can have hundreds of books on your phone. You don't need a bookmark. You know, you can have pictures, you can have video as well. It's actually quite a good example. Yeah, they do the same thing, but the phone really just does it so much better. But the book feels nicer. Just rambling on as I'm pasting all these commands just because naughty Wiz Spencer doesn't want to use a data pack yet. We'll get him there. We'll get him onto data packs. Okay, there we go. We're going to have the last one. Is it the last one? Please be the last one. There we go. And we'll copy that one. Done. Then we'll put you in there. Okay, so you probably guess what all of that is doing. We're basically just checking the score, and the more oxygen we've got, the more of these little splats will be filled up. Let's copy this block here so that sets it to 200. We'll put a button on that. We'll set you to impulse. And let's set it to, so the last one is if you're higher than 5,400, you're full. So let's set it to 5,500 and we'll see ourselves full. There we go, we're full. And now it's going to tick down 1. So we tick and we've lost a little bit of oxygen. And it's going to keep doing that as my score goes down until we get to 0 and then it starts damaging me. Right, okay. Well, in fact, we'll just leave that ticking down as we carry on. Right, next. Let's make some sort of charging pad. For this, I'm going to use a lodestone. You're going to go there. You are my lodestone. And we're going to do another one like this. We're going to do tag player on lodestone. Tag player on, well, I'm going to call it the charger. And the first thing we're going to do, see my oxygen ticking down a bit there. Tag all players whose tag equals on charger, remove on charger. So we remove the tag, and now we will check to see if they are on the charger. Execute as any player whose tag equals not on charger. We have to see misode again. If predicate, let's go and see misode. Hello, misode. Right, what do we want this time? We want to check the entity properties. We want to check this entity. Yeah, let's put back some tabs for looking at it. Yeah, we don't care about the periodic tick. Let's remove that. I want to stepping on. Are they stepping on a block? And is that block a lodestone? Okay. Condition properties, this entity, predicate stepping on blocks lodestone. Yep, let's minify that again. Minify, copy, back we go. If predicate, stepping on that block. Run tag at S, add on charger. Done. Turn that on. Tag at P, remove. I only have in suit, that's fine, that's what I'm wearing. Let's stand on the charger. Tag at P, remove. I have on charger. Okay, does it disappear when I get off? It does indeed. Right, okay, so now we know when we're on the charger. Now let's make it so we can actually charge up. Okay. Stop, get off. Let's get ourselves a fresh little block. So this is sort of, if you were using a data pack, this is like a function call. We're saying, is the player on the charger? If they are, then call this function. Is the player in their suit? If they are, then call this function. That's sort of how I'm laying it out. We will process player on charger. We better type fast because we're in danger of running out of oxygen. Look, it's almost half left. It's going down. Okay, so execute as all players, tag equals on charger, if predicate. Now I want a periodic tick predicate again. Done. And we've used one of them somewhere in here. I believe we used it for the damage, so that's probably the second one. There it is, that periodic tick. I'm going to copy this whole command. Copy, cancel. I'm going to whack down a little, sort of call it clipboard, and I'm just going to strip out the predicate. Home. There's the predicate. Let's get that. Okay, and I'm just going to change it to periodic tick of 20. Then I'm going to copy that. Look with Spencer. See how much easier that would have been in a data pack. We'll put that there. There we go. So now we're going to be doing this every second. If score at S, their oxygen is less than fake player ID underline player max oxygen. Okay, well, ignore that spelling. We'll leave it as max oxygen now. Remember, we've got max oxygen modified as well. ID oxygen. Run. Play sound. We used a breeze, I believe. Breeze inhale. On the block channel, because I'm pretending the block is doing the sound. For all players, I suppose. All players around can hear it. At those coordinates. Volume, pitch, minimum volume 0. Okay, done. That's just going to be playing a sound, isn't it? It's not going to be giving me any oxygen. Well, currently it doesn't seem to be even playing a sound. First thing I think I'll do is I will get that play sound command and copy that. Copy, done, and I will play it in chat. Okay, so there's a problem with our command. Tag equals on charger. I can see straight away we did not get that right. So let's hope that was it. Okay, we've got more than one mistake in there. Okay, well, a little pesty thing. Execute as tag equals on charger if predicate. Well, we know that was working for the damage, so it should work for this. If score at S ID oxygen is less. We better check that. Better check that player name. ID player max oxygen. ID player. Oh, look at this. Look, there's an error. What's wrong with this? We haven't told it what score it's setting. ID oxygen. Done. There's our mistake. And we've done the same here as well. Done. That one we got right. Okay, so we found our mistake. That could have taken a long time. It all depends where you check. Oh my god, I'm about to run out of oxygen. I should have made the charger. It's just going to wheeze at me. What? Okay. It's making a shoop shoop sound. Let's actually make it so it gives me oxygen, because that's what we're here for. And it's going to be running on that periodic tick again. So I'm going to get everything all the way up to that periodic tick predicate there. Copy, cancel, paste. So again, we're executing as anyone who's on the charger. Every 20 ticks, run scoreboard, players operation at S, ID oxygen plus equals, and we called them ID charger player rate ID oxygen. So that should now be giving me oxygen. It is indeed. My oxygen's going up. Right, if we're full, well, it's not quite full, but we will be in a minute. Right. Oh, I've gone too high. Oh, we can't have that. We better fix that. Okay, let's go here. So we don't need the predicate now. We can just do execute as all players tag equals on charger if score at S ID oxygen is greater than ID player. Oh, what do we call it? Max oxygen. Max oxygen. ID oxygen. Then run scoreboard players operation at S ID oxygen equals ID player max oxygen. So if the player's oxygen level is higher than the player's maximum oxygen level, we will set the player's oxygen level to the player's maximum oxygen level if I'm on the charger. Okay, but it doesn't sound like I'm full. So just by listening, it sounds like I've got to stay on here. That is why we added that modified cancel. That's why we added that modified one, which is a little bit less than the max. If we put modified here, so if the player's oxygen level is less than the modified level, which was the max level minus 21, it's minus 21 because we're doing a 20 tick. There we go. It'll run out eventually. No, it says you're full. Off you go. Go on. Off I go. Let it run down a tiny bit. Go back. Fill up. Cool. Okay, that's working. Now we need to sort out the player when they're in space. For this, we're going to use a tag, and also I'm going to use some void air. So let's do tag player in space. Tag all players with the tag equals in space. Remove in space. Done. And here we will execute. It's up to you how you give them the tag. As soon as they get this tag, they will be considered in space. I'm going to do a check for void air. So execute as all players. Let's actually write the word as instead of just saying it. Tag equals not in space. At S, if block, and I'm just going to check their feet. If their feet are in space, there's a very good chance that their head's in space. Is void air run tag at S add in space. Done. Turn that on. Okay, now I need to make some void air, so let's just get a little bit of red wool. This will be our warning zone, and I am going to fill from here to, this will do, there. Fill, tab, 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 copy, and we'll go down here as well, and I'll point at this one, and we'll do fill, tab, 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 paste the ones we copy, fill that with void air, replace air. Okay, so that's filled with void air now. If I go, let's have a look. Tag at P, remove. I've got in suit, that's fine. Let's go and stand in here. Tag at P, remove. And now I'm in space. Okay, because I'm in the boundary there of what we just filled with void air. Let's go back out. Tag at P, remove. And now I'm not in space. Great. Okay, let's process the player in space. Process player in space. Boink. First, what do we want to do? Let's damage them if they're not wearing the suit. So let's not write tag, because that makes no sense. Execute as all players whose tag equals not in suit. And remember, we're checking that earlier, so we can use that again. And whose tag does equal in space. At S, if predicate, done. Now I should have left that predicate in there. I could have used it again. Here it is. Let's copy that predicate. Sucking up my feet as I go past. Get off. Okay, let's strip that predicate out. And let's copy that predicate. Copy. We've gone far too far there. Right, if predicate, put that in. Run damage at S to generic. Done. So if I'm in space without a spacesuit, I should take damage. I'll have to go to survival to test that. I've got a spacesuit. Let's go and stand in space. So we should be fine. Nothing seems to be happening, but I'm crazy. I'm going to take my spacesuit helmet off while I'm in space. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep, that's working. Cool. Okay, what's next? If they're in space, let's give them gravity. Let's make them jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Let's go to creative mode. We will execute as all players whose tag equals in space. We will run attribute at S. Gravity modifier remove. Okay, what have I done? Attribute at S gravity remove. Why are you not happy there? And this should be not in space anyway. If you're not in space, you should be removing this. Okay. What have I done? Well, it's just taking off my namespace. Shouldn't make any difference. At S, that's right. Generic gravity modifier. Okay, well, why are you happy now? What change did I just make? Remove ID number 1. Keep that in mind. So we're going to be removing the gravity modifier, which has the ID of 1. Minecraft. Okay, put that back. There we go. Okay, because we're going to be adding a generic gravity with a modifier or with an ID of 1. And what it'll do is it'll keep trying to add it, but it'll say, no, you've already got ID 1. We'll only add it 1 time. So we'll keep that. Now I'm going to copy that. Done. Paste it in there. And I'm going to change that from gravity to safe full distance. And that's going to have an ID of 1 as well. Different attributes can have the same ID. It's just the same attribute can't have the same ID. Okay, so we're removing safe full distance and we're removing gravity if the player is not in space. Okay, but what about if they are in space? Well, then we're going to add those 2 attributes. We'll execute as all players. I have absolutely no idea what that sound was. If you could hear it, it sounded like a building falling over. I do live in China, so it wouldn't surprise me. Tag in space, run attribute at S, which will be generic gravity. This time, though, we are going to be doing modifier add. How much do we want to take away from their gravity? Now, a little bit of testing, I found that that's a nice little value. And we will add value. I believe I'm missing an ID. Okay. Now, our ID should go after add. And there's our ID. So we're doing modifier add. This is going to be ID1 for generic gravity, and then the value. And then I'm going to control middle mouse and copy the entire block, pop that down there. And we'll change this from generic gravity to, say, full distance. Modifier add, same ID, because remember it's a different attribute, so it's okay if it has the same ID. But this time we're going to be adding 1,000. So the player can normally fall 3 blocks safely. Now, when you're in space, you can fall 1,003 blocks. Now, you'd probably want that to make sure that they can fall as high as your map is. And I think you can't you? With newer maps, you can make them ridiculously high, in which case you might want to put that number higher. I don't know. I just want it so if they're flying around in space, they don't hurt themselves when they land on the floor. Let's find out. If I go in here, can I jump? Whoa, yes, I can. What happens if I jump past the barrier into the gravity environment? Oh yeah, I just sort of and up. Okay. Now I could let's test a safe full distance. Have I got my suit on? I have indeed got my suit on, and I've got a bit of oxygen. Okay, so let's survival mode. So I can jump. So that would normally, yeah, it looks like that would normally be high enough to hurt me. Let's get a little pillar to stand on. That would definitely be high enough to hurt me. Oh, no. Okay, so it seems to be working, and we go back inside. Maybe we've got a little door. Here's our door. Doop, 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 doop. Oh. There we go. Open the airlock. We're back inside, and everything's normal. Okay, now we go out into space. We can jump around. Okay, cool. We're done. I'm hoping I've got time to render this and get it uploaded, because I've got to look at my face. I've got to be out for the entire day today. So if this comes out on time, I made it just in time. Otherwise, it's going to come out probably 3 or 4 hours late. Anyway, take care. Have a nice day. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.